Hello again. Hello. Something is wrong. I don't know what it is. The network is kicking me out. I don't quite know. Something is wrong. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened just now. Everything was building up and the network. Sometimes it will do this. Okay, let me bring you on. Hopefully I'll now the network. I'm hoping it works. The network kicked us out. It just literally kicked me out. I was talking 1 minute, next minute out. So I'm hoping that Smart will be added. I'm going to try and see if I can do something as well at the same time whilst we're talking. See if I can, I don't know if it's possible, copy the image. I'm waiting for the network to come back on. As you all saw, we were talking about his campaign. Then we moved on to talk about the death of the soldiers. May their souls rest in peace. Our convener, presidential candidate Amoyele Sowore, had a minute silence for them on his live broadcast a couple of days ago, and we all remember them in our prayers. However, I do hasten to add, we have to do more than just pray now for this killing to happen. It's down to bad governance that they're being killed, needlessly. It's down to bad governance, and there's no excuse. I'm approving it. Okay, I'm trying to bring you on board. It's not letting me do it. The network is really a problem today. Sometimes it happens, and there's not a lot we can do. We have to work with what we have. I was supposed to do this broadcast yesterday, but I couldn't do it yesterday. For that, I do apologize. So I'm here today to try and, address that, to make sure that we hold the interview. Good afternoon, Eze. Good afternoon to you, my brother. How are you doing? I'm trying to add, he's already a guest. Yes, but I can't add you. I don't know what's going on. Always allow your guest. Allow. Yes, I've approved. But there's no guest. He's the only one. Let me see. I'll try again. Let me try that one now. I'm hoping it will add you. It's adding you. It's adding you. It's just a network issue. Sometimes when this starts, there's not a lot. Thank you very much, my brother Eze, here, Nacho. I really appreciate you joining me. The many of us, there are many things we can talk about. I was going to also go on to mention, I will take this opportunity now to talk about, to urge Nigerians to please go also onto the Citizen AY page. On there, I've got a petition ongoing where I'm asking that Buhari. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I do appreciate your comments. You're always appreciated. Thank you very much, and happy Sunday to you and your lovely family. We need more people like you who speak the truth to power, who will not be afraid to work for humanity, who will not be afraid to speak up for people. I thank you very much, Sonny Osagi, my brother, who will not be able to speak up for their fellow Nigerians. What we have going on in Nigeria is a shame. It's a tragedy that can be avoided, and those who are in power, they know it. But what we can do is speak truth to camera and speak truth to power, and we continue to do so. So for that, I salute you, my brother Eze Henacho. You are someone I look up to, someone I hold in high regard, and keep up the good work. And thank you for joining me. I see you as a comrade in this struggle to press the reset button in that country called Nigeria. And each of us needs all of us, and we can do this. I would just switching slightly now to the ongoing issue. Now I have Smart with me here. Yeah, exactly. Should address in the nation with an interpreter precisely. And that is why I want him to come on. Exactly. That's why I want him to be on the live broadcast. We want to hear him. We want to see him with our own eyes. We want to hear him talk, so we can be able to determine, is it the real Buhari, or is it the Jubril from Sudan? We need to know. The elections is coming, and all we keep hearing is him talking to us from a pre-recorded broadcast, and that's not good enough. It's no longer acceptable. We don't want to accept that. So I am with you on that quest 110%. I'm just going to try and do something. I'm having issues with approving Smart. I can't bring camera. There's already a guest on board. There's no other guest. It's the only one. There's something going wrong that's stopping me from bringing. I know humanity must be set free and set free. Indeed, my brother. Likewise, you, my brother. I honestly, as a fellow human, I love you as my brother, as a human being, and we need to be addressing this. For too long, our humanity has been stripped away from us as Africans, and we need to recognize that. We must recognize and accept that we've gone through a process of separating our humanity away from our being African, and we need to reconnect both. The first people on this planet are indeed Africans. There's no dispute about that. The oldest bones found is in Ethiopia, belonging to an African. So these are the kind of things that we need to hold on to. These are bare facts. So never mind anything else that's written in a book somewhere. The bare facts are we're the first people on this planet. And we must begin to reconnect back to what that means for us, you know. So yes, take it back movement, absolutely. I do beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen. The issue I'm having now, I'm trying to bring on Smart to speak live and talk more to us, but there's some sort of problem. It keeps telling me until there's a viable proof otherwise. Exactly. You're absolutely on point. So on point. I'm going to add you now. Smart, I'm trying to add you in all ways, but this system is just not letting me do anything. It's either echoing or something is wrong, but I keep trying to add you. But I will try and do something. What else I was going to do? I need to just do something else quickly now, whilst we are on this live broadcast, which that is to post the link for the petition which I raised, and it's doing really well. People are joining and signing, and I urge you all to please join and sign. I'm going to bring you on. I'll approve that. Hopefully it will work. I know, Smart, you're trying to add yourself, but the network sometimes it does that, and there's not a lot we can do. We keep trying. We will keep trying. I'm trying to see any news, and I'm just waiting. I'm going to try and post something. So beg your pardon. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just trying to get a post which I need to share with you all about the petition, which we need. We need that petition signed and shared widely. We want to see our Commander-in-Chief, Buhari, we want to see him answer, do we have WhatsApp group in UK? Yes, we do. Austin, we do. We have one. I will try and, have I got your number? Is that the guy who called earlier on? If you just put your number down again, please, because I've been on the live broadcast. And I will add you to that WhatsApp group. There is a WhatsApp group, the Take It Back WhatsApp group. And I can add you to that group. Like I said, I'm having a major problem. I'm approving Smart all the time, and the network is just not, for some reason, not letting me do it. So I do apologize for the inconvenience that this is causing us all. I'd like him to be speaking to us directly rather than and let him, let me see. I'm going to add him again. Let me see. I'm trying to add him, but it's just not letting me do it. I'm incredible. Okay, Austin. I'll add you. I'll pick that up afterwards, after this podcast, and I'll add you. In the meantime, let me just quickly post this. Now, on there you will see I have just posted the link for the petition, and I will do it again for a couple more times. And on there, in that link, it basically is, I want Nigerians, I want you all to go on there, sign it. Kim Aru Jobe, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you to you all. No, thank you. Oh, thank you, my brother. Listen, each of us need all of us. What I do when I come on here is to try and wake up my fellow Nigerians. We've been stripped of our humanity and our rights, and we need to collectively work together to restore that. Many of us, if Nigeria is as it should be, many of us who are in diaspora will simply not be in diaspora. We'll be in Nigeria, reaching our potentials right there in Nigeria. We would be. Smart, please throw me an invite again, please, because the system is not letting me do it. Keep trying, please. Keep trying. So I do appreciate your comments, also Austin. I do appreciate it, and each of us, we can achieve this. Yes, they are holding those who are holding humanity hostage need freeing too, because they are also in chains and mentally sick. Indeed, I agree with you. They are mentally sick. Those words there, mentally sick. They are indeed mentally sick. To look at a human being in the eye and to deliberately dehumanize them for your own personal benefit shows a certain level of depravity and inhumanity in that soul. And not only that, for that soul to now begin that perpetuation of that dehumanization shows that they are completely bereft of their mental, psychological thinking. There is something wrong with that mentality. And we, the people that know, need to address that, to make that change, and continue to wake up our people. Because too many of us, thank you very much again, Austin. Too many of us have been silent for too long. Opportunity. We are in a technological age now where our voice counts. And those of us that have the opportunity to use the voice, such as myself and Brother Eze, I'm Smart, President Omar Eliso, he's put himself on the line. He's put himself on the line for our nation. Yeah, how can you be supporting APC and PDP? Have they all exactly? So good question. I'm going to try and see. Hopefully this will work this time. I'm adding you, Smart. The network is giving me a heck of a problem. But very good question, Austin. So we are all putting ourselves on the line here because we want to see a better country. It is not acceptable. Hi, Angela. I'm having network issues. I've been trying to add Smart, the senatorial candidate for Delta North. I'm having major issues, but never mind. We will talk through this. We will keep talking about it. What I'm also posting the link for the petition, which I'm urging each and every Nigerian to sign. That petition is simply demanding that the Buhari, who's claiming to be APC presidential candidate, we want him to come and debate live on TV so that we can all see him with our own eyes. We can see his talk, his voice, we can hear if he's the same man. And we can all make a judgment as to whether or not he's the man that we want. We can make a collective judgment on that basis. So that's why I am talking about, and you will see me talk about and continue to be insistent on making sure that, please do share this message. Please do share. And I'm sharing the link on there. What I want Nigerians to do, please go on that petition and sign it, share it among friends and family. Earlier on, I managed to senatorial candidate Smart Ajaja running for the Delta North. He was involved in a car accident a few months back. He would be in Nigeria now under normal circumstances, but because of that accident, he's not been able to go to Nigeria. He's been recuperating and recovering from that accident, and he's about to set off to go to Nigeria. But it's got. Let me see. I'll add. Okay, Eza, see if I can add you. Actually, maybe that would be good idea to break this deadlock. I'm hoping that will work, Eza. And let's see if that will work. I'm adding you. I'm hoping the network. There is something wrong with the network. That's for sure, and that's the major problem I have. But nonetheless, we will carry on nonetheless, crack on nonetheless. Once again, I am urging you all, I'm putting the petition on there, and please do sign it and share it among friends and family. Okay, it's a guest. It says you're already a guest, but you're not even on there. I don't understand this. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's do this again. I'll approve you. Sometimes the network is just giving me a problem, major problem. Okay, let's add this one. Okay, it's trying to add you. Yeah, thank you very much. So he's on the mend now, and he's about to go to Nigeria in the next few days. But firstly, he's got a fundraiser in Dallas on the 4th of December, and then he will be meeting Momo Eliso on Friday, I think. I'm not quite sure. He gave us the details earlier on. Yeah, yes, I will. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. I will keep trying. You know, it's not. It will take more than this to stop us from talking about our country. What I want Nigerians to know: please do not fall for the lie called the next level. The next level is a trick. It is simply a trick. I will show you a picture, if I can show you. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, it was the next level. Is merely, it's a stolen idea. You see what they did? They stole it from another company and they used it to say they're going to the next level. I'm not quite sure what level they're going, but whatever level they're going, we don't want any part of it. We are not interested. We do not care. What we want is for them to leave our governance. We want better people in government. So let me just see if I can pin that. I'll see if I can. Special invitation appeal diaspora. Exactly. So what I'm asking you all to do, Nigerians, smart, keep trying, is to please share that petition and make it go viral. And anytime you see, this is a government that has lost ideas. If a government has now been reduced to copying ideas from a company to now say, oh, we're going to the next level, that government is bereft of ideas and they don't deserve to be in government. They don't deserve to be in government. So the next level is what they are talking about, is to devise a new level at which they can defraud Nigerians and to keep us docile long enough for them to loot the country dry and leave us forever impoverished. You know? So what I'm, yeah, indeed, my brother. So, you know, Mumudondo Sonny Osage. So what I'm saying to you, Nigerians, more than anything else, we got a few months now before this election. AAC is the party. So where is our man? Spicer Heat is the manifesto. Security, power, infrastructure, corruption, economy, restructuring, health, education, agriculture, and tourism. So I'll say it again. Infrastructure, fighting corruption, economy, restructuring, health, education, agriculture, and tourism and culture. That's what Spicer Heat stands for. AAC is the party. The commitment to taking our country back is total from our convener, Omoyele Sowore of the AAC. His commitment is total. And I support him. I fully support him, and I hope many of you, even if you're in diaspora, if you cannot vote, tell your family and friends the man they should be voting for is AAC, Omoyele Sowore. And more importantly, I'm going to post that link again. Please tell family and friends, as we speak right now, I want you all to please sign that petition. The petition is mandating that Buhari appears on live TV in front of a live audience so that we are asking questions. Furthermore, we are asking that the TV stations, they allow Nigerians from across the nation be able to go to a particular point in each state, at several locations in each state, to go and ask questions that they will be posed directly into the studio where Buhari and the other candidates, including our own Omoyele Sowore, will answer those questions. We want to see how Buhari will perform live. We want to know. We want to see him with our own eyes. And we want him to answer our questions. There is some talk that they want Osinbajo to stand in for Buhari. Nigerians, this is why I'm asking you to sign that petition. We must say no. Osinbajo will not stand. We must not accept Osinbajo to stand in place for Buhari. Buhari must speak for himself. He must use his own words, his own voice, his own reasoning. We don't want anybody to speak for him. We don't want the cabal to put somebody in place for us. We want to assess him by ourselves. For the first time, Nigerians, we have the opportunity now to now make a critical decision based on what we see and what we hear. What we see and what we hear from our so-called president, current president, to judge on what he's telling us and the promises he's making to us. And in comparison to other presidential candidates, including our very own AAC presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore, who will be, come February 16, 2019, the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I need all of us, we need to work together on this. We have nothing, there's no governance in place. Frank Bello was just saying the other day, my good brother, saying the other day, that many of the embassy staff have not been paid for months. And in fact, some of them have been laid off. So the people who are heading those embassies, they are treating those embassies pretty much like slaves. Nothing is working. Yes. I'm going to try. I'm trying to argue. I'm trying to argue on. This network is a problem. I'll try to argue again. So what I'm saying to you, Nigerians, to have a situation where even the embassy staff are not being paid. They are not being paid. They are owed money. This is madness. This is that's designed to enslave the very elected into office. And we mustn't accept it. This is on all levels. Never mind the next level. It is a failure on all levels. Never mind the next level. I'm going to try something. I want to try and see if I can add somebody else. See if that will. Somebody's already on. Somebody's already on. I don't know. Something is wrong with the network because they keep telling me somebody's on, but I don't see them. There's already a guest on. Who's the guest? There's no guest on. There is no guest on here. What is this about? So I'm not happy about this, but hey, look. So what I'm saying to Nigerians, what I want us all to recognize here, AAC, African Action Congress, has got a 10-point plan. That 10-point plan is security. Look at the situation that we have in Nigeria right now. We have no security. Even our military have been reduced to being killed by Boko Haram. And worse still, our government is saying that they are pardoning the Boko Haram and making them join our army, which means that the army that hasn't got military equipment are being left exposed to the very people that have been killing them. It's actually spitting on the graves of the Nigerian. There's over 70 Nigerian army that were killed. So it's spitting on their graves to bring in Boko Haram into the same government, same army. I mean, look, this is madness. The time is now for us to wake up. So I'm incensed. I'm going to share this again. I'll keep sharing that link, and I hope you can all share it with me. It is enough to make you angry. It is enough to make one angry. I'm going to try and see if I can add. I'm going to try and add you. So maybe if that will break, I just want you to come on for a few minutes. I'm trying to see if I can break that link. Maybe then I can then bring Smart in. But what I'm saying, Nigerians, are being consumed to cover the lies of Aso Rock. People are not being paid. Exactly. So this is what I mean. People aren't being paid. You know, and this is terrible governance. Terrible governance. You know, by any way you care to measure it. So Nigerians, I don't think the technological age that we're in now, we can't accept, even on earth, we cannot accept this injustice any longer. And I'm saying this, our presidential candidate, Omoyele Sowore, he wasn't enough. He was in Daura, and I'm glad he went to Daura. He was there yesterday, I believe. And the message is we are sending back Buhari. We're sending Buhari back to Daura. And we must all collectively do it. The best way we can do it is to make sure that our family and friends back home in Nigeria, they vote AAC. They vote AAC, both at the state level, at the senatorial level, at the House of Rep level, House of Rep level, at the governorship level, at the House of Assembly level, at the ward level. They should all be encouraging Nigerians to vote AAC. And posters are going around now. Many Nigerians are aware of it. I'm asking you to please, I'm going to pin that one. Smart, I'll pin your comment now. I'm pinning it right now, in fact. So I'm asking you to please, Nigerians, comment. We must stand up collectively. We need to vote out this failed governance. They're telling us that they're in the next level. The next level they're talking about is the next level of looting and corruption. We have Ganduje, a governor that's been put on camera collecting $5 million. And then they are giving him an award as a best governor. A best governor for what? This is wrong. We can't accept this any longer, Nigerians. I'm urging you as a Nigerian. You want to see a better country. You will not see a better country folding your arms on one side and going and praying God will help us. No. God has given us everything that we need. It is up to us now to do the work. Collectively, we need to empower ourselves. It is no good you saying that you're a millionaire in Nigeria, and yet you say the road that you are going to go to, used to go from A to B, is nonsense. The bridge that you will use to get from A to Z is nonsense. There's no rail. The hospital that is not there. We need to build a country that we can all collectively be proud of. It is not, these guys are they're using divide and rule tactics on us. And it is time that we, the people, wake up. So I'm urging you, again, I'm going to share that link again. And that's why I share this. I'm sharing that. There's a petition that I put up. Please share that petition. Share it far and wide and sign it. I need you all to sign that petition. And the petition is basically asking you to demand that Buhari, in the next few months before the election, appears at the live TV debate, presidential debate. He must appear. He must appear. He must talk to us. We mustn't accept any excuse from him. He must talk to Nigerians. He must come live on TV, and Nigerians must be allowed from across the entire nation and even outside to be able to ask direct questions direct into that studio, because we want to hear what he has to tell us. We don't want Osinbajo to stand in for him, because that's what, this is not me just saying it. They're saying this. There is a post I put up where they're saying that Osinbajo will stand in for Buhari. It is not unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We mustn't accept it. As Nigerians, we need, this is the age of technological advancement. We can find out any information that we need, and we don't want them to tell us lies. And we have our brain, and we're not telling them, we are tired of them telling Nigerians to pray. Now we Nigerians, the citizens of Nigeria, are telling them, we demand that President Buhari shows up in the live TV in front of a live audience to answer questions from the citizens of Nigeria who are going to make a decision their next president will be. He has to be in the same presidential debate with our next president to be, come February 16, 2019, Omoyele Sowore, and answer the same questions that will be posed to all of them. It is unacceptable that we are being told who to vote for by the likes of Obasanjo, by the likes of Danjuma, by the likes of Babangida, to tell us, no, Atiku is a thief. Obasanjo himself said it. He said that the US were asking for him to be investigated because they believed that he was involved in crime. And he said he didn't want to investigate him at the time. And now he's now telling us to vote for him. This is not, Nigerians, these guys are a bunch of failures. They cannot take us to any level, never mind the next level. They are a bunch of looters, and we need to kick them out. So I'm telling Nigerians that I'm urging you all as Nigerians, please join us in this journey. Join the AAC party, African Action Congress. Join us. Support the movement. We are taking back our country. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. The action you will see from AAC is the Spicer Hit, which is the manifesto. And I will say it all out again to you. Security, power, infrastructure, fighting corruption, economy, restructuring, health, education, agriculture, tourism and culture. Right? That's what you will be getting from AAC the minute we elect Omoyele Sowore as our president come February 16, 2019. And we want him in Aso Rock on June 12th when he will be sworn in. He will be the next president. To make sure that happens, please, I'm urging you, I've put the petition on here. I'll see if I can, I don't think I can bring it on here. I was going to try and see if I could copy it live and pin it. But what I want you all to do, to go to that petition and to sign it and to share it among family and friends, and make sure, because we need to put pressure on this government. We don't want Osinbajo to stand in for Buhari. Buhari, the man who they say wants to be our president, must stand. We demand he stands in front of Nigerians to answer questions that every Nigerian, young and old, will ask him. It is no longer, we're not accepting any decree from anybody as to who to elect. We, the citizens, it is our right as a sovereign, as to whom, as the citizens of that nation, to whom sovereignty belongs. Sovereignty belongs to every single Nigerian. And we have the right to question anybody that puts themselves up to be a presidential candidate. We are demanding. We're not asking them. We are demanding. We are demanding. Few days. There's supposed to be another presidential candidate presidential debate happening on the 14th of December. That at that one and the subsequent ones, Buhari must be there live, and we must be allowed to ask him questions. And the audience must be a cross section of Nigerians, young and old, rich and poor, from across the whole nation. They must be in that studio. And not only that, it must be aired live, because we want 200 million Nigerians to now begin to question those who they're going to elect into office. We don't trust anything that we have been told by the APC or PDP. They're a bunch of looters, and they're not taking us to any level. Never mind another in the next level. They're just reducing us even to more impoverishment and looting and enslavement, and we're tired of it. So I'm asking you, Nigerians, please sign that petition. I'll put it up one more time. For those who are watching with me, I'll keep posting it. I've pinned something else here, but I will post this here to make sure. And I will try and, in fact, you know what? I'm going to put it on top of the page. Better still, I'll do. That's even better. So that's even a better idea. Let me just make sure, since I've got it there, so that you can, on top of the page of this broadcast, you will see something come up in the next few minutes, and it's the petition. Please sign and share this petition. It's going to say, when you see it in the next few minutes, I've been having problems bringing on Smart to join me, but never mind. We will crack on nonetheless. Sign and share this petition. So I'm going to put that there so that people can see it, because we need to. It is time for us to collectively take our country back. We cannot do this on our own. We need to stand up and, for the first time, play a part in who is going to be the next president of Nigeria. And we can do it. If you're in diaspora and you can't vote, you got up. Each of us have an upwards of 100 people more that we influence. We tell them, please, if you want me to keep sending, if you want my support, you need to start taking charge in Nigeria. The best way we can take charge is to vote in Omoyele Sowore of the AAC. Get your PVC, vote. Tell Nigerians back home to vote them, and we keep putting pressure. And on top of all of this, fundraising. There's a series of fundraisers going on that we should try and support. There's one that's meant to be happening around about 20th in Manchester. I think I'll get the details of that at the minute. The discussions about that as we speak. And there's others that's going on in Dallas and in the US and other areas. So we need to fundraise for those of us who are in diaspora. That's the best way we can help. Do a lot of fundraisers to provide the funds so that they can be able to get, AAC can get into the grassroots in Nigeria and reach Nigerians right across the whole nation. We want the opportunity. We want our convener, president, to be Omoyele Sowore of the AAC, to be able to ask questions of Buhari live on camera during the presidential debates, and he will take questions. I know for a fact that Omoyele Sowore, our president, to be confirmed by 2019, is ready to take. He's been answering questions from thousands, millions of Nigerians, both on live broadcast and on written questions. It's been countless questions have been posed to him about how he's going to address this issue of the problems where we face in Nigeria, and he's been given cogent answers. And in fact, he's been ahead of the curve in most of the cases. He's got so much plans and vision that these people, this dead brain, these analog thinkers, these articles articulated, the Buharis and the Buharidins or whatever they call themselves, they have no clue how to fix our nation. The only thing they know is to loot. And we, the people, must say no more. We must say categorically and unequivocally and say it, that, look, enough is enough. Our mumu don't overdo. We don't want to get. Oh yeah, I beg. Carry your kayak come off from our place. Kayak come out. Now Daura Street. No be this one, no be Hoha. Now Daura Street for Buhari. Now Daura Street. And Atiku, I beg, make you just articulate yourself. Go sit down one corner. If you know want to enter jail. Now so we go tell them. I don't tire. Una not tire. Me, I don't tire. Me, I don't tire. I day for country where we say I day cold they catch me. And one day my country I go get better cooler heat. We go help my back. I don't want to be to the beg for one place. They one person place. They what he say and everything they can go. They will can't do me. And my people they die like foul. And we get people we get brain, but we don't get government. When I'm not tired, me a tire. Me a tire. No, our mumu don't overdo. So now they say make una beg, make una sign that petition. I don't put them up. Make una sign them. Make una they sign that petition now. Make una tell una friends. Make them begin sign that petition, because we, one way or the other, this Buhari, he must come out. We must send them back to Daura. Now whether it be Jubrilo of Sudan or be the real Buhari, one way or the other, come February 16, 2019. Now go, we must go. He no go tanda inside our government no more. We must kick him out. Kick out Buhari. Kick out Atiku. Go after these looters. We don't tire. We no get healthcare. We no get schools. We get over 13 million kids where they sell bread for road when they suppose they school. We no get healthcare. Pensioners then they wait for pension, die for queue for pension. Workers no they get pay. Workers pay. Human rights for where? This guy like foul for Nigeria. Now waiting it go take before we wake up. Make una tell me. Now waiting it go take, my brothers and sisters. Yeah, our mumu don't do. Time don't knock. AAC na the party. Omo elete we na the man. Spicer hit na the manifesto. Make una vote AAC. Una hear. My brothers, una don't hear. Me I tire. Me I don't tire. I don't talk my own. Me I know they waste my breath. The time don't reach. The time don't reach. We were supposed to take back our country. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Yes, now Jubril Sudan. Exactly. Yanu, Oluwa, Jomiloju. Exactly. Exactly. That Jubril of Sudan. So my brothers and sisters, the thing I want when I want telling I say, our mumu don't overdo. He don't do. Time don't do. Maybe we not accept this anymore. Now, but we must kick them out. We don't want them. We don't want anymore. We don't want Buhari. We don't want Atiku. The man where we want now Omoyele Sowore of the AAC. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. So, my brothers and sisters, now so it go be. Make us see if I go try bring this man back on TV on camera, because the network they do one kind today. But I bet no vex. So make una share that petition. Make una share them. I beg, tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell your mother, tell your aunt, tell your uncle. The man we need now Omoyele Sowore. Now he get the plan. We go fix our country. Now he get that plan. The plan, a 10-point plan. Make I talk him again. 1, security. 2, now power. 3, now infrastructure. 4, now fighting corruption. 5, now economy. Restructuring. 7, health. 8, education. 9, agriculture. 10, tourism and culture. That's not 10-point plan. Now he get for us. He don't talk him how we go fix him. You see the power. He go combine solar. He go combine it with normal electric. He go combine even air. All kinds of technology when they get power. He ain't ready to use them. Solar. She not be solar. Now in your same when they get put inside for the place where he build for Edo State. Where we take our own money build. Where he supposed to build hospital. He don't build hospital. He take that money, go build himself one huge estate. Where be say he cut them up, come put solar. So if he want light, he no go worry. But he go leave us inside darkness. And Minister of Darkness, Fashola, he tell us, within 6 months, as soon as I come in, I go get light. 4 years done now. I beg, wait the light. Make una help me ask him. Wait. Make una ask him. Where the light day, Minister of Darkness. And then we get Tinubu. Everybody they go Jaga waiting. The man will steal the whole of Lagos State from Lagos people. And we still the heal him. Amumu don't do. The man steal the whole of Lagos State. Real estate, properties, land, businesses from the state. And we still the heal him. Which kind of madness with this? Nigerians, our mumu don't do. Our mumu don't do. So that what I want to say. Oh, me, I mean, network. The network give me wahala, serious wahala today, because I've been wanting to talk to Smart Ajaja about the senatorial candidate for Delta North. I've been wanting to talk to him, ask him a question. If two feet get question, when one ask me. So, but you know, but now the way it is, so it just the network it just they do one kind. But I bet make una help me share that petition. Make una sign them. Make una begin the sign them. They sign them. I go show you waiting the petition say safe. I go inside them now. When I finish, I don't post them again. So I want make una help me share that petition. Make una talk to the family for back home. Say the party where we must vote for now, African Action Congress. That's the party name. Now African Action Congress. Make I take picture, show you the man we want to vote for. So make una know, say the man are the real deal. The man, he get plan to fix our country. This one no be ho-ha. He get plan to fix our country well. We don't tire for the looters. We don't tire for Buhari. We don't tire for Atiku. We don't tire for Obasanjo. We don't tire for Babangida. We don't tire for all of these looters. We don't tire for Amechi. We don't tire for Shomole. We don't tire for all of them. Them be crooks. Rochas. We don't tire for Rochas. We don't tire for all of these people. We don't tire for Amosu. Then they tell us story. Why don't they loot our money? Our mumu don't do Nigerians. Make we vote them out. We must vote them by force. This one not by force. We must vote them out. This one not be. This not the man, no. That not the man. They could not vote. Or more year later with Rufai 2019. That not the man where we must vote for. That not the man. We need to take charge of our destiny. The man will go help us do him. Now he be Omoyele Sowore with Rabiu Ahmed Rufai 2019. I beg, make una vote for him. Make una take una Nigeria. If you dare inside Nigeria now, that name make you go. If you dare village, if you fit hear this message, if you dare anywhere near the village, I beg go tell them say, now African Action Congress, led by Omoyele Sowore, now they must vote for. That the man will, but he need una vote. All of us must vote AAC. We must reject APC. We must reject PDP. We must all of us. Now we say we must vote African Action Congress. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Now the action we need. Our mumu don't do. I beg, I don't put that petition. Make una help me sign up. Make all of una, make una help me sign that petition. Now, make you begin to sign up. Make you begin to spread the word about that petition. Because we demand, say by force, Buhari must attend live presidential debate. We don't want to make them bring Osibajo in place for make it constant for Buhari. Buhari must talk. Make we see him with our own koro eye. Make we ask him question. I beg, this is not the petition we did. I beg, go sign him. You see what it says? So it says, citizens of Nigeria demand president take part in a live TV debate with the live of the audience. That's not the petition. It day inside change.org. I don't pin him. I beg, help me go sign him. Make all of una, make una sign him. Good evening, Yomi. How you doing, my brother? Good evening. Make all of una, make una go sign him. Make una go sign him. We demand say we don't tire.
We don't tire for useless looting government. We don't tire. The time don't knock where we go kick all of them out. We go kick out Buhari. We go kick out Atiku. We go kick out Ashomole. We go kick out Amosu. We go kick out Orocha. All of them, they must go. They must go. But we must do the way we go down. Now when we vote African Action Congress, AAC, when we vote them in. So we want make Buhari, make he attend the presidential debates. Make he attend them himself. We don't want Osiba to make it go stand down inside, take a place, stand for Buhari. No, we want here waiting Buhari go get for us again after 4 years. After 4 years of failure, 4 years where they never jail anybody, we carry our money. 4 years where they say that they fix our road and we don't get road. 4 years where Minister of Darkness say he go fix life for Nigeria and yet we don't get life for Nigeria. 4 years where they say that social excuse that they come with that and then they blame somebody. We don't tire. We don't tire. Our mumu don't do, my brothers and sisters. Our mumu don't wait, don't do. Time don't knock. Make we reject APC, reject PDP. Now African Action Congress we must vote for. Now African Action Congress. We want better country. We want country where we say when we wake up, where you say you get sickness, hospital go day. We want country where we say you want send your kids to school, school go day. We want country where we say you want go work, road go day. We want country where you want drink water, you open tap. Water go day. We don't tire. Me a tire. Me a tire. I don't tire. We want country where everything they work. We want country where we go become a tourist attraction. We want country where people go happy say I be Niger man. Me, I won't be happy to say I come from Nigeria. As it is so, everybody they run come out from Nigeria. Now because we got government, we get government. We no care one iota about the Nigerian life. People they die like fowl. For inside mortuary for Nigeria, you know say they're not a pile body up. Inside Nigerian mortuary, go look at Nigerian mortuary. Then they pile body up for corner. Now only people if you provide money, they go put your body inside freezer. People then they pile. Look, I go mortuary for Nigeria. I see a pregnant woman where die with kids with the body. He dead outside. Now how long it go take? Now waiting it go take before we wake up, my brothers and sisters. Now waiting it go take. Now yeah, they ask una. That's why I say sign up. Make una go sign up. We want force Buhari make he answer our questions. Our mumu don't overdo. He don't overdo, my brothers and sisters. Me a tire. I not say you to tire. I beg, forget the prayer. If they tell you say make them pray, you pray. I beg, do the prayer for your own time. Don't listen to any government official. Any they tell you say make them pray. Not lie. As you they pray, then they collect your money. As you they pray, now then they collect your money. Then they collect them neat. They go tell you, I beg, continue to pray. As you they pray, then they collect your money neat like that. Then they collect them bucket load. Then they carry them, come buy houses here. I beg, our mumu don't do now, my brothers and sisters. Our mumu don't do. Our mumu, it don't do. I beg, vote AAC. For Nigeria, when the election comes, 16th of February 2019, make all of us, we must vote African Action Congress. That must be the #1 name on our lips. We don't want any more expect. Everybody. Yes. You see, Yomi just say, Yomi, evening, Yomi, I call Media. He's with me now. They tell us now, say, everyone at home, yeah, here is tired. Nothing seems to be working, yeah, for the masses. Now, how long it will take? Everybody don't tire. Now the time where we must vote African Action Congress, led by Omoyele Sowore, and he will be our next president, come 16th of February 2019. But Una must vote. Una must vote. Una must vote. I beg, forget the 5,000 naira where these people they give you. Before they give you 5,000 naira, ask yourself one question. Now, how much they don't collect from your pocket? Before they give you 5,000 naira, even 2,000 naira, even 10,000 naira, even 50,000 naira, 10,000 naira. Now, how much they don't collect from your pocket? Now, how much? Before they give you that money, say, oh yeah, but you vote for me. You know, say they don't collect millions. You know all these methods. Then they collect 13.5 million naira every month. Whether they go or they no go, they go collect 13.5 million naira. And yet, then they give Nigerians 18,000 naira to live on. When a bag of rice alone na 19,000 naira. Nigerians, make una receive sense. I beg, make una receive sense. Our mumu don't overdo. My brother and sisters, our mumu, he don't overdo. This thing, they vex me. Me, I know about you. Me, they vex me, they pain me. I get call from my brother. You know, this one happened. If he help me, I get call from my sister. You know what? If he happen, I get call from my mama. Same thing. My senior brother. Same thing. And now only me. How I for do? The little way I get, I said. When the government supposed to provide hospital, they not do it. They supposed to provide road, they not do it. They supposed to provide school, bridges, they not do it. They supposed to provide water, they not do it. Instead, then they tell you, now make una pray. Nigerians. Now, what in prayer get to do with government? We're supposed to fix the things where they don't fix. Make una tell me. Now, what in prayer get to do with them? Now, what in prayer get to do with them? I just they ask. If when anybody they say they talk nonsense, now waiting prayer get to do with government, we're supposed to fix roads, we're not fix them. We're supposed to fix light, we're not fix them. We're supposed to fix roads and schools, we're not fix them. Supposed to fix water, not fix them. Supposed to fix the sanitary system to work, you know fix them. Now waiting prayer get to do with them. Now waiting prayer get. Prayer get not, you know, prayer matter not enter to be at all. The government they put them because they don't want to make you ask them questions. They don't want to make you ask them questions. Now, why you think say, minister, na pali with pastor for church? Now, pali with how you think? Say na for your benefit. I be for their own benefit. I just they ask you now. How we be say the pastor where they tell you to pray, make it they tell you to pray, God will provide. God where they tell you to pray, the same pastor. Now you go see next to the minister will no give you light for 4 years. And you think say the pastor get your interest at heart. Nigerians, make una receive sense. I beg you, make receive sense. You see, I saw so many communities still using well system for water on my way to Abuja. Exactly, you see. That's from Olayomi Koiki. And this is a guy that is wholehearted. He's putting in everything he's got. So please, I want you all, I suggest that even if you can share, if all you can do is share Olayomi Koiki's big videos, please do so. If you can provide money to his journalism, please do so. This guy believes in Nigeria. He's been to Abuja and back. He can tell you firsthand what the road is like in Nigeria. So we need to support the likes of this guy. He believes in our country just like I do. He's got the passion for that nation. And I'm asking you, I'm talking to you as a Nigerian now. This opportunity to vote out both APC and PDP forever, we mustn't let it go. African Action Congress is the party that is coming to fix our nation for the first time ever in 58 years. We mustn't let that opportunity go. Like I've been saying to you, night coach, no one emergency, not even one. You see? Not one. You see, night coach. He's talking about night coach. There's not even emergency. Look, what that country is not working. Yes, you need vote to whatever the next year February election. We must vote AAC. We have to vote Omoyele Sowore. He's the next president. He has to be our next president come February 16, 2019. And we can make it happen. But we need Nigeria, South, East, and West in our millions to vote for AAC. That is the only option we have to rescue our nation. If you vote APC or PDP, you are voting for enslavement of our nation and your family for the next 50 years. That is as simple as that. The party we want, the party we need, the party we must have to fix our nation is African Action Congress. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Whatever you can do to spread the word, even if it's word of mouth in Nigeria now, go on the streets. Talk to your friends. Take 10 of your friends. If you can find a poster, take a poster. Go on the streets and start talking about Omoyele Sowore. In your towns, in your villages, talking about people who need to vote. This is the man that is ready to take back our country. He's ready to lead the charge. He's ready to fix our country. Buhari and Atiku are a bunch of looters. They're not taking us anywhere, let alone next level. They are taking us down into enslavement, into impoverishment, into death if we leave them in power. Like I said in Nigeria, 4 years now, they said to us, Minister of Darkness said, oh, I will fix your light for you. 4 years. He said within 6 months, I will fix it. Coming up to 4 years now, where the light? I beg, help me ask the minister, where light? Where light day? Make it call young Natori. Exactly. Enough is enough of APC and PDP in Nigeria. We're tired of them. We must get rid of them. Get rid of them. What we need in Nigeria, we want infrastructure that works. And that problem is going to be addressed squarely by Action Congress in the 10-point manifesto, which I'm going to read to you again. Security. Right now, as you can see in Nigeria, security, 70 to 100 military men were killed by Boko Haram. And to make things worse, this government is now saying to people, is now bringing in Boko Haram into our government, into our military. The same people that are killed 70 to 100 military soldiers. Madness. That's going to be addressed. The equipment. Where's the 1 billion naira that the National Assembly signed up for? Where's that money gone? Why are they not having equipment? Why is it that they're not securing? Why is our border so porous with all this money going in? Where's that money gone? That is what security is #1 issue that AAC is coming to fix. Then, as you know, Minister of Darkness keeps telling you, he said he will do it in 2014. Before he came in, he said, in 6 months, I will fix the power. We are now end of 2018. I beg, we power. Unasia. Because me, I know see more. I know see. AAC, power is #2 on our priority list. And they will use a combination of solar, old-style electricity, dams, air, dam, water, all of it. All kinds will be used to make sure that we get our power source up. South Africa has about 35,000 megawatts. So why are we, what excuse? And they are less in population than we are. I don't think they're even up to 50 million. So what excuse has these guys got to have impoverished us? So that's power. Infrastructure. Again, power. Look at our roads. Olayomi Koiki, he went on a trip from Lagos to Abuja and back. And what he talked about, there were some good places, good scenery, but the roads are terrible. And there are no amenities. So that's what infrastructure is about. Roads, schools, hospitals, water sanitation, pipes to be able to carry all of the waste that we use as a nation, you know, bridges, you know, even airports. Look at the Murtala Mohammed Airport. To not have a toilet that it will be proud to have people in. To have every time it rains, rain comes in. Nigerians, don't do. We must vote African Action Congress on the 16th of February 2019. That must be on each and every one's lips. We have to vote in African Action Congress. And I'm urging you all, please, 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 please. This is not the time for us to play a game. APC and PDP are banking on Nigerians falling for the lie of the 5,000 naira or the bag of rice or chicken or oil or all of this gimmick. Now, gimmick. It's all a gimmick. Tell your friends and family, you will not get roads if you collect 5,000 naira. You will not get schools if you collect 20,000 naira. You will not get hospital if you collect 20,000 naira. The only way you will get the hospital is if you vote African Action Congress, AAC. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Friends, we will not build a better nation by taking money from the looters who are looting us blind. You won't build it. They will give you the money now, and you will pay for that, accepting that money for the next 4 years. You won't get your light, your water, your roads, your schools, your hospitals, your bridges, your rails, your airports. You won't get it. Every time, for as long as you vote for these guys. I'm asking you all now. I'm asking you all. AAC is the party. Sowore is our man. Spicer Heat is the manifesto. Vote AAC. You have to vote AAC. Vote AAC. Now. So I'm just coming on here. I wasn't planning. I'm still trying to see if I can bring Smart on because I'm having problems with that. There's been a problem with the network, Smart. But I'm dead now. Please, 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 if you can, I'd like you all to sign that petition. Again, it's doing well. It's quite a lot of people have signed it. And I want it. Let's make sure that we actually break down the server that's actually on which this petition is based, so that it is to the point where, you know, people are signing it at such a rate. And that message is for Mahmoud Yakubu. Is it Mahmoud Yakubu? Let me just see. Yes, the INEC head, Mahmoud Yakubu. We want this to go to him. The petition will be going to Mahmoud Yakubu to ensure that Buhari participates in every single presidential debate in which our own Omoyele Sowore will be participating. It will be also debating as well. And we need any hiding place for Buhari or even Atiku. We don't want any hiding place. They need to come and tell Nigerians what they are going to do and how they plan to do it. And they will need to answer our questions. We are tired of them telling us what they are going to do by way of the cabals or somebody else speaking for them. We want to see it. Because if we see and hear them, then we can know who to vote for. We need to expose their lies. We need to expose their force, the fraud. So I'm asking Nigerians, please, as I'm talking to you now, please do share, sign that petition. Whatever else you can do, please sign that petition. And also, one more thing I'm going to say, I'm going to try and put the donation for AAC. I'll see if I can put the link up, because I want people, I want you to donate to the AAC party. You know, time, money, cars, equipment, you know, whatever you can, cards, you know, phone cards you can buy for people so that you can be able to allow the members of the AAC to be able to reach into the very, into, you know, the hinterlands, the difficult to get areas of Nigeria. So we need your support in all manners. Funding, let me just see. I'm going to try and put that link up on this page just to see. It is very, very important that we help as much as we can. I'm going to just put it up. 1 second, please. Let's see. Donate. Right. Okay. I'm going to put all of this up so you can see it. Copy. You can see. I'm going to just put that up. Just bear with me now. So it is very much encouraged that people also. Here we go. So get there. That's it. So I have put that there. I put the numbers of ranges of where you can. The Zenith Bank account number is there. GoFundMe and so with our Gmail. Good evening. Please, AAC will need fundraising. If you're in diaspora, go straight to those accounts and donate to that. And also, if you're in the UK, there are events that is happening which will be publicizing. I will come back with those details as well. I would like people to donate funds to as well. To, you know, just to ensure that all of these funds, you know, goes towards assisting African Action Congress in being able to campaign fiercely, you know, against these looters in power.
So I'm urging you all. Let me just see if I can. I'm going to pin that. I'll pin yours here. I'm going to try and bring you on. I'm trying to bring you on camera, Smart, but it's not letting me do it. There's a network issue of some kind. So I'm terribly sorry about this. But like I said, copy. I'm going to see if I can do that. It won't let me do it on here. I was going to try and do something here, but if I move the camera, then but I'll carry on with this broadcast as I'm doing right now. Let me see if I can pin comment. Let me see if I can just do something with that one. Pin, okay, and then do this. Pin comment. Let me see if that will work. Will let me do it? Okay. Yeah, I put yours there for a while as well. And also, yes, if you can support Smart as well, that's also welcome. Because what we're trying to do is to make sure that we we support African Action Congress and all manners that we can. The individual candidates who are running for the contest in your area, if you can support them, great. If you can give time, great. If you can give your home or your property for them to have meetings, if you can give phone cards so that people can talk, in all ways, there's many who can help. So to support AAC, because we have to take back our country. And it's not something that will be done overnight. It's something that we all consistently have to work towards. But I wanted to just come and say this before I move on again. I wasn't planning to be, good afternoon, no way for the wicked political anymore. AAC, take it back. There's no way for wicked political anymore. Indeed, Gabby's Alfred, Gabby, exactly. Good evening, Shegun, Dayo. Take it back, action. Take it back, action. Take it back. I want you to type, when I say take it back, please put action on the screen. When I say take it back, please type action. Take it back, action. Let's see action on the screen. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Exactly. Thanks. That's a nice one, Bright. Exactly. We need to see action from Nigerians. Action. So what I'm saying to you all, fellow Nigerians, thanks, Mark. What I'm saying, fellow Nigerians, all of us, we must work together. We need to fix our nation. Being in a foreign land is one thing, but to fix our nation, that's a job that we have to all get involved in. When we fix that nation, that means that we can all be able to go home and spend months at a time there. We can even decide to be there permanently. Some of us will stay there permanently, and use our skills in Nigeria and help make that country great. Right now, nothing is working. Everything you get, no safety, no security, no infrastructure, nothing is working. And the people who are in government are just taking our money. They tell us, how can a senator justify taking 13.5 million naira every month? And yet Nigerians are dying they're dying daily. There's no roads, no schools, no hospitals. They say they're feeding somebody that they arrested, El Zakzaki, with 13.5 or 3 million something. What is it eating? Madness. These are all lies. So Nigerians, I just wanted to really I want us all to be aware that the time is now. We cannot allow ourselves to just be docile and be quiet in the face of this injustice. This is a massive, massive, massive injustice going on in our country. We are being denied our rights as citizens. And that's one thing I often talk about on the Citizen AY Action Group, Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. I talk about the Constitution, and I will be doing that on Thursday. For example, the girls, there are so many girls that have been enslaved in Saudi Arabia, and so many people have been enslaved in Libya. Section 34 of our Constitution, if I remember correctly. I'm just going to quickly run down this. I'm just trying to give you reasons why we need to make sure that we vote AAC, and to make sure conclusively understand that we cannot accept, it will no longer be the same way. We can't let these people continue to ruin our lives. I'm just going to read to you this. There's a girl which I posted. She's in Saudi Arabia, and she, on the video, she's not showing her face. But I'm going to see if I can post it to you. See if I can. 1 second, please. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to switch it off. I'm going to just show you one thing. Just hear this message.
They are trafficking a lot of girls from Africa down to Saudi to come and suffer. All in the name of promising them something lucrative.
Yeah.
From all these bad agents that are in wolf's clothing pretending to be sheep.
You see?
They come to you in the name of a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
They pretend that they are pastors.
Mm-hmm.
They traffic our young girls out from Nigeria to come down here to Saudi and die.
I see.
Like me, I remember my agent told me it was going to be a company sport.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got to the airport, what I saw was domestic departure.
Yeah.
I said, wow, so is this really the company work this man promised me?
You see?
They brought me to this house, which I have to serve about 13 to 14 people.
Mm-hmm.
Working just me alone. I don't sleep, okay, I don't do anything, I don't go out, I'm just like a prisoner here.
You see?
So many of our girls, they are dead, so many are missing. So many of them, they will work, they will not pay them their monthly salary, and if they ask, they will kill them.
You see?
So many ran out of the house because of the sexual harassment. Maybe their boss trying to sleep with them. If the wife finds out, she killed them. If the person does not agree, the boss will lie that she did one thing or the other, then the wife will kill her. So many ran out of their homes because they are scared. Please, just help us pass this message. Our agents are not ready to stop. They are ready to traffic more girls out from Nigeria to come here and die. Please, I'm begging you, please, just they should stop. They should stop. And you have to finish your contracts here before going back. Sometimes you finish, they will not allow you to go. Just that they are not doing theirs like Libya, but it's all the same thing. There's nothing different. There's no difference there. You wake up by 7 o'clock, you work till 12 o'clock, no rest, no off days, you're working every day. Sometimes they don't even bother to know if you have eaten or not. Oh, now. Please, just help me and pass the information. It's very, very important. It's very, very, very important. Because those agents are not ready to stop. They are ready to sacrifice more souls just because of money. Please, please, please. If they can treat their fellow Asians like slaves, who are we to them with the black? Please, they should stop. I'm tired. I want to go back to my country, but I can't. They have seized my passport.
You see?
I'm tired. Please.
Right, you saw that. I mean, I'm trying to just be basically just this, you know, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. That's a beautiful Nigerian girl stuck in Saudi Arabia, enslaved. And if she speaks, they kill her. They will kill her. So she's having to hide her eyes, her face, so that they don't kill her. And for all we know, I hope she's fine. But I don't think she will be. It's not right. Here's what Section 34 of Nigerian Constitution states. Under Section 34, he is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person, and accordingly, no person shall be subject to torture or to inhuman or degrading treatment. B, no person shall be held in slavery or servitude. And C, no person shall be required to perform forced or compulsory labor. These are what are stated in our Constitution. Now, based on that, whether you are in the country or outside the country, our government is mandated to protect every single Nigerian. Yet, the government ignores all of that. They take no responsibility that they swore on oath to take on. They take no responsibility. They don't address the situation. They don't go. Have you seen any Nigerian government official go to Saudi and say, look, today, all of it, we want to know exactly how many people are working in Saudi Arabia. How many of them are alive today? We want them playing back to Nigeria today. Have you seen Nigerian government do that? Same thing in Libya. Instead, they will come and start telling stories, and they will say, oh, they are blaming the Nigerians. The conditions that they're living in Nigeria, people are living in Nigeria, is the same. People are living, we are slaves in our own land. And the Constitution actually
guarantees us a right to not be treated as a slave in our own nation. You know, it says every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person. Oshiomhole was talking to a woman that was selling something on the road the other day, a few months back, I think. And he was causing to this woman, trying to survive. And this is what I'm saying. Enough is enough. This is why I talk about the Constitution. We need to know our rights. And each and every Nigerian must know this. Section 33, by the way, states clearly that every Nigerian has a right to life. And those are the kind of things that we must ensure. So, for example, those who say, I've got a houseboy, a house girl, they are all entitled to life and to be treated in a humane manner. So the message goes out to those who have houseboys, house girls. We are entitled. No person shall be held in slavery or servitude. No person shall be required to perform forced or compulsory labor. You know, these are rights that, as for Nigerians, that we must all uphold. And if we all walk away from it, this is why this government is exploiting us. That poor girl now, she is in, for all we know, still in Saudi Arabia now, suffering, working 13, 14 hours a day. You know, exactly. Why do we have soldiers in Nigeria? You know, so this is, I say this, I'm coming on to say this now, because the time is now. All of the problems we're facing stems from failed governance by a bunch of looters in power who are telling us they're going to the next level. What next level? Please, what next level are they taking us? What next level? Not to any level. They are trying to impoverish us more. The only party that has a solution to our problems is the African Action Congress, led by Omoyele Sowore, with his VP, Rabiu Ahmed Rufai, with the 10-point plan known as Spicer Heat. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Fellow Nigerians, tell your family and friends, please, I urge you again, when you watch that video of this young girl, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. When I watch the video, every time I watch her, I just feel this is wrong. This is a nation that has got resources that many countries would die for. Untold resources. And yet our people are being forced to be reduced to surviving on scraps, to be going to other countries and suffering. No more. Here's our opportunity. Our opportunity is now for us to vote in African Action Congress, and they can implement the 10-point plan, Spicer Heat, with Omoyele Sowore as our next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come February 16, 2019. We can do this. We can do this, fellow Nigerians. I'm asking you all, please do not be silent. Do not feel that this is hopeless. Nothing is hopeless. No way. We have the opportunity to fix this. We have the opportunity. So Smart, I'm sorry about the situations earlier on Smart. I've been trying to connect Smart. He was trying to tell me about his campaign and the fundraising he's going to do. He was planning to do. He's posted them on here. I'll try and share it with you all. But I just wanted to just state that a time is now for us Nigerians. Like I said, I'm sharing that petition on there that's demanding that Buhari participate in a live televised debate, presidential debate, where we can see him with our own eyes. We can question him and we can judge him. And based on that judgment, we now vote. We know that the party that will solve our problem is the African Action Congress, led by Omoyele Sowore. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. What I want every Nigerian to do, if you're in diaspora, there is something you can do. Share this video. Talk to your friends and family. Share this video. Talk to your friends and family. Sign the petition. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. Do not be silent. Do not accept their lies. The 5,000 naira that you accept, for every 5,000 naira or 50,000 naira you accept, these looters have taken away 100 million naira from you. For every 50,000 naira that you accept, they've taken 100 million naira from you collectively in your town, in your village. So don't accept that from them. We want people that will fix our roads, our schools, our hospitals. Make sure that our pensioners get their pension. Make sure that we have good drainage system. Make sure that we have bridges working. Make sure that we have light. The party for that and that comes with the solution is the African Action Congress. Vote AAC. Yeah, I strongly believe they will like debate. No, they won't. No, exactly. Debate is the answer. We just want him to come and debate. We don't want any more stories from him. Just come and debate. So I'm just going to try and see. I'll try one more thing. Let me try and see if I can add Bright, if that works, and talk for a few minutes before I wrap up. Because I wasn't planning to do this today like this, but see if it works. The network has been giving problems all afternoon. But in essence, what I'm asking Nigerians to do is to please vote AAC, reject APC and PDP. Party that we must vote for in these coming elections in Nigeria is the African Action Congress, led by Omoyele Sowore. And please donate to the campaign. I posted the link up here.
Hello. Hi.
Oh.
Morning, sir. Hello.
Can you tell Nigerians about how
Sorry, can't hear you very well. Sorry, can you load this to more, please? Thanks. Hello, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine.
I've been trying to tell Nigerians why
Your voice is cracking and I'm not getting you, sorry.
tell Nigerians
Excuse me, please.
oh, it's not very good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Huh? Oh,
I can't hear you.
let me come up. I'll call you.
Okay, let me come back. Let me go and come back.
So hello, sorry, the audio is poor. Yeah, I'll try and add you smart. See if I can add you smart. Unfortunately, this has been giving me problems all day. I don't understand why that is. It is so disheartening. I'm gonna try. I'll try again. I'm trying to see if I can add you smart. It won't even let me add you now, smart. It won't let me add you. It's crazy. Hi, Bukola. How you doing? Oh, hello, Bukola. How you doing? Hello, hi. Good evening, my sister. How you doing? It's great to have you on board. We've just been trying to have an hour-long session, encouraging Nigerians to vote AAC because that's the party of choice. That's the party that's got the solution for us. 10-point plan, Spicer heat. I'm telling Nigerians, reject APC, reject PDP. The party that has the solution to our problems is African Action Congress. AAC, take it back, action. AAC, take it back, action. So I'm gonna try and I've been trying to get Smart, one of the senatorial candidates, to join me and to be able to tell us about his plans going forward. But the network has been really bad today, so I've not been able to add him. Let me try. I'll try Bright one more time. So welcome on board for those who are joining me. I'm probably going to try and wrap up. I wasn't planning to do this for this long, but the network has been a problem. I'm going to.
Hello. You can hear me. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Okay, I think I can hear you, but it's still like kind of cracking, something like that. I can't hear you again. Hello? Hello. Can you hear me? My God. Talk. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can.
Yo.
Come back. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm terribly sorry about that. I'm going to try and see if I can link up with a few other people. But listen, in all we're doing now, all I'm saying to you all, donate if you can, time, money, suggestions, ideas, if you can, buildings, cars, if you can donate posters to the AAC, if you can donate to fundraisers that are going to be happening in the UK, great. If you can donate in the US as well, to both the campaign that SMART is doing and President Omoyele Sowore is due to be there in the US in the next few days as well. Please donate. Let's keep this going. We need our support. We need support from each other to get through this. We need AAC to be in power to make the change that we're all clamoring for. We want to build a country that we will go to the airport and feel proud to say, I'm from Nigeria. We want a country where you will be able to go on the roads and know that the roads, you will not have problems on the road. The roads will be smooth, it will be nice. We want a country whereby you have a working fire engine, ambulance service, so that any fires or emergencies, they can deal with it. You want a nation where you have good roads, water, light, hospitals, schools, bridges. We want where everything works just like it works in the West. That's all we're asking for. So in closing, I thank you all for joining me. The broadcast wasn't meant to be a long one. I wanted to interview Smart Ajaja. I did it for a few minutes, but the line was really bad. And as you can see now, I tried to speak to Bright, a very good friend, who's in Italy. He's one of the young people that's had to leave Nigeria because the government in Nigeria have failed to provide for Nigerians. They failed to provide for Nigerians, for the young Nigerians like him. And he's had to go and be in Italy. And he had to go through Libya, where he was enslaved. He worked as a slave and he was beaten up. And he still got health issues as we speak. And in Italy, his life is being made difficult. We can make things easier for Nigerians in Nigeria using our own local resources and our own local people. AAC has got the plan in place. That plan is the Spicer Heat: security, power, infrastructure, corruption, fighting corruption, that is, economy, restructuring, health, education, tourism, and culture. That's the plan. That's the 10-point plan that AAC is bringing to the table with Omoyele Sowore. I know Sowore is a visionary. He talks about ideas that even these people, these analog thinkers, don't even have in their sleep. He talked about the idea of using our potent cannabis to cure cancer, to cure chronic pain, to cure, good evening Rita, to cure all manner of illnesses, and using our potent cannabis or marijuana, as they call. And you can remove the THC and leave only the oil that will now focus and target cancer, target chronic pain, target epilepsy, cure all these things. He came up with the idea. Ideas again, increase the pay of workers from this 18,000 naira a month to 100,000 naira a month. That's another idea, and it's doable. You know, another idea he came up with to start paying per semester for university students 100,000 naira. These are ideas that are workable ideas that he's come up with. There's so many other things he's talked about. The combination of different ideas, different energy sources to create power within Nigeria in a short space of time. That's another idea he's looked at. You know, so yeah, exactly. They can't. APC don't have any lies. Exactly. They don't want to debate. They don't want to debate. So again, I'm posting that. Please continue to share that petition. Please continue to sign and share the petition that I posted on the top of the page, and it's also in the in the comment section as you're going along. You know, control price. I'm sorry, what do you mean about control price? I don't understand what you mean by that. Can you explain? Segun Dayo, could you expatiate when you say control price? In what sense? Are you talking about the price of oil or well, commodities, or I mean, what he is to ensure one of the things that price control. Okay. I don't think price control for me, it's not, price control is not the answer. So for example, I'll give you my own example now. See, if you, a simple example, you can buy dollars in the south for 400 naira. In the north, you can buy, in certain areas, you can buy dollar for 20 naira. So what that means is that the people in the south are paying for the people in the north to enjoy being able to buy dollar at such a cheap rate. That is a rigged economy. So that we don't have an economy. What we have are people just coming and doing as they please. You know. So exactly, federal government don't have price control system. Exactly. So what I'm saying is, if anybody's telling you about price control, no. These guys, they'll have a product and they'll say, I'm selling at this price, and you either buy it or you don't. And people start clamoring for it. So it's not about price control. What we need is a system. Our system has broken in Nigeria. So anybody tells you a price, it's not telling you that's not the real price, but they know that in that area, for you to get whatever you need, if you don't pay that price, they're maybe one of the few people that can buy it, that has that product. So if you want it, you pay that price. What should be happening is that there should be a system whereby anything that's being sold in the country is going to be monitored. I mean, same thing with the drugs. We don't have a clear drugs policy. How else can drugs be coming into the country that are harmful drugs that has been sold to Nigerians coming from India? You know, so nothing is working. So price control is not even an issue, to be honest with you. It's a symptom. Yeah. Okay, listen, yes. Listen, thank you very much, Smart. Listen, I'm so sorry I couldn't bring you on. I tried to do it. It just wasn't letting me do it. I'm trying one more time before you go. But this system just wasn't letting me do it. So, I'm just going to try again. But look, before I go in closing, because I need to crack on myself now, I just wanted to say thank you all for joining me. We will do this another time again. Look out for. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take 1 second, please. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Who's speaking? Hello. Good evening. Who's speaking? Hello, evening. Yes, Francis. Yes. How are you doing? Good evening. Listen, I'm just live right now. Can I talk to you afterwards? Call me like in a minute, please, if you don't mind. I just want to wrap up online. Okay. Listen, but you can store this number, so I know it's Frank. Is it Frank? What you said? Was it? Yes. Francis. Yes, Francis. Okay. Thank you very much. Talk later on. Thanks. Bye. So that was somebody that was just enjoying the show earlier on, and he called me. So 07417582646 is the number. If you want to talk to me right now, I just wanted to wrap up really. Listen, what I need to do, please do share that petition like I spoke about. Yeah, thank you very much, Smart. Yes, and I do continue to share that petition. Sign it. I'll put it on the link again. I've just put it on. Please continue to sign that petition. I want as many people as possible to sign it, because we want to force Buhari to come on and debate live with our presidential candidate, Omo Elesowore. He can't. We know already. He can't live with him. We need him. We need to expose the lies of these people in power, these crooks who are saying they're taking us to the next level. The next level they will take us to is a level of impoverishment that we've never seen before. We are already impoverished. If we let APC or PDP in power, the level of impoverishment they will put us in will be a level that has never ever been reached. Many Nigerians, millions more Nigerians will die if we have APC or PDP in power. So we need to kick them out. So with that said, listen, I thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure having you and join me. Let's try and keep this going. I will talk to Francis later on. Sorry, he'll give me a call. I wanted to just, just really impress upon Nigerians, especially those of us in diaspora. Let's encourage our family and friends to vote AAC. And also, if we can, financially, let's try and donate to the AAC. There are fundraisers going on. There's going to be one and Coventry, I think, in the 20th of October. And we would very much appreciate people donating funds to that event. I'll try and give some more details about it. There's other things happening in the US. There might be other events coming up. Please, 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 let's not be quiet. It's time, it's time that we somebody said we really have problems in Nigeria. Even when, if you see when Omega isn't going to Sokoto to stop border, today's open border is very poor. We need to take it back. Exactly. We have to take it back. So listen, thank you all very much. I can't thank you all enough. I do appreciate you joining me. Please do forget, please don't forget to share and let's make this message go far and wide. And most of all, let's donate to the AAC. I put the link, the GoFundMe account and also the Nigeria account there. Donate time, vehicles, posters, whatever we can. If you're in diaspora, anything you can do to help, even if it's just to share this message, to make sure that other people are aware, to make sure that all of us collectively, we now take our destiny in our own hands and vote AAC, or at least encourage a family in Nigeria to vote AAC, because AAC is the party that has the 10-point plan: security, power, infrastructure, corruption, fighting corruption, that is, economy, restructuring, health, education, agriculture, tourism and culture. 10-point plan to fix our nation. It's doable, and we need committed Nigerians. And also, in closing, I encourage Nigerians. The Constitution is not perfect, but it is something that we must all know. I encourage every Nigerian to please start reading our Constitution, which I'll see. I'm gonna try. In fact, before I go, I will try and put that Constitution right here, so that you can share it as well. Because I always believe that with our 4-year-olds, start teaching our kids as young as 4-year-olds. Do you know that they teach Kewu, Quranic teachings from the age of 4? They teach our kids in Sunday school from the age of 4. So why aren't we teaching about the Constitution that will tell them about their rights from that age? Why aren't we teaching that? Why aren't we taking, as parents, we should be, that's our job. We should take that on as our job, to teach our kids to know their rights from the time they are 4. Because by the time they are 20, when they know those rights, then nobody can cheat them. Many Nigerians have been blinded. We have been told to pray needless prayers, when what we needed to do, most of all, was to be aware of our rights and to be able to know how to demand those rights as laid down within our Constitution. So I am very much for Nigerians. What's Nigeria going to do about Nigeria Seaport? Again, that's another area that they managed. We have to have. Why is it that the areas that Calabar Port, what's happening to the Calabar Port, for example? So how come it's only one area that in Lagos that all of that is happening? Why? And why is it not functioning? Why are the seaways not made very, very viable? What's going on? Those are the kind of questions that will be answered by AAC, and they are looking to take on board this kind of things. We want to have good airports, good seaports, good ways in which we can actually allow anything that will allow the movement of the goods that we will produce in Nigeria outside of Nigeria, to make it as free as possible. AAC is also for that. We're about, for example, the marijuana now, the sale of those products. For example, if you imagine we start growing those things and we start exporting it, and we got the potent ones, we can create business. We can really go and get businesses from right across the world, because we've got the potent CBD oil, because of the soil content, the growth. It's a high grade one, just like our oil. So it is time, but we need to provide the facilities to ensure that we can move those goods quickly in and out, and be able to maximize our income coming inward income into us. So these are the kind of things that we'll be looking at. Yeah, exactly. Like London traffic is, Lagos traffic is congested and unbearable. Exactly. So I talk about this, and I am, you know, I'm always, you know, talking about that, and this is why I say that African Action Congress, AAC, take it back action is the party for me. It's the party for the whole of Nigeria. The commitment from our convener, President Omoyele Sowore, is total. He wants to see a better Nigeria. He doesn't have to worry about, oh, he can decide. The man has got a Nigerian passport. Anywhere he goes on this world, he goes on that passport. That's commitment. He could have easily got a US passport. And it's highlighting the problems that we face as Nigerians. And with him in power, when he becomes our president, he will set about fixing those problems. He will do it. But he needs our support. And our support by way of encouraging our family and friends in Nigeria to vote AAC. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back, action. Action. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to share that information again. Now, like I said, the Constitution, I'm sharing that again. Now, I know the Constitution is not perfect. And even there are people, you know, that I talk to who say we shouldn't bother with it. But I firmly believe it is the basis on which this election will be fought. And it is better for people to know their rights as laid down within the current constitution, so that they can at least begin to demand those rights and begin to be able to fight for them and be able to start questioning our governance. It is of a key importance that we know that. So I firmly believe that, because knowledge, the Bible that we've all been forced to read and know back to front, the Quran that we've all been forced to read and know back to front from the age of 4, what benefit has that done to our governance and to the infrastructure that we need? How has that improved our infrastructure? How has that improved the schools? How has that improved our roads? How has that improved the lights? It hasn't. But if we know this constitution, there's a section in that constitution that states, and I'm going to try and read it if I can. I'm going to try and read it. I'll read something to you, because just before I go in closing, because I'd like to make, this is why I talk about the constitution. I don't just talk about the constitution just out of, you know, I'm going to try and just give me, before I go, I wasn't going to do this, but I will do that quickly before I head off. But I want to just read something to you. Section 14(2)(a), I believe it is. I know it off here, but I want to just be, let me sure I get it right. It's something about providing facilities to ensure the free movement of goods, services, and people across the Federation. And I think that's 14(2)(a). Let me just check. Right, here we go. Yeah. Let me see. 14. Is it 14? Sorry. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna just find it one minute. Okay. Right. So there is a section which I'm going to just try and read through. By the way, incidentally, section 14(1), section 14(2)(a) says, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. So right there, as a Nigerian, the government will only govern on your say-so, using the sovereignty via your sovereignty. I'll read that to you again. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. So sovereignty belongs to you as a Nigerian, and it is important that we know that, because sometimes many Nigerians don't know what I'm just saying to you now. Section 14(2)(a), you know, that sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom government, through the constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Just that mere fact, the government cannot govern without getting the approval for that to govern from us, the people, and they get that via us voting them in. And this is one of the things that we need to be sharing across, you know, Nigeria. Section 15(3)(a) is what I was reading before, I was saying before, and it states, section 15(3)(a) states, for the purpose of promoting national integration, it shall be the duty of the state to provide adequate facilities to ensure the free movement of goods, services, and people throughout the Federation. Section 15(3)(a). That's why I'm talking about this. This is why I talk about the Constitution. It's in our Constitution here. Let me see if I can show you. It's on there. I don't know if you could see it. So anyway, it's in our constitution, and you know. So and I want you 15.3a. Now and I'm going to read. Angela said something about section 13. It shall be the duty of and responsibility of all organs of government and all authorities and persons exercising legislative, executive or judicial powers to conform to, observe and apply the provisions of this chapter of this constitution. So everybody, thank you very much, Angela, for bringing that section 13 out. Yes, let me see if I can add. Oh, I'm going to try. I'll try and see if I can add you. The network has been a problem. So you see, even our government, those who are in government, they are failing to adhere to this constitution. And by right, we should be holding them to account. But because they've bastardized our governance so badly, Magu is telling us it's fighting corruption. It's a lie. It's not fighting it. It's not fighting corruption. I'm trying to add you, but the network is not letting me do it. There's a problem with the network. I'm really sorry about this. There's a problem with that network, and I can't quite get it working. So I'm trying as much as I can, but it's not letting me do it. But but like going back to what Angela said, what she said here. I'm going to read the section 13 of that's chapter 2 of the Nigerian Constitution, fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy. 13 says, it shall be the duty and responsibility of all organs of government and all authorities and persons exercising legislative, executive, or judicial powers to conform to, observe, and apply the provisions of this chapter of this constitution. So right there, that's their duty. It is important that we do this. It is so important. When we know this, we can question them. So we should be asking those who are those senators now, why is it that they are awarding themselves 13.5 million naira a month salary? Yet, Nigerian workers, low paid, are being paid 18,000 naira when a bag of rice is 19,000 naira. How are they supposed to survive? And then, to make things worse, they are owed months upon months upon months upon months of salary. Sometimes 2 years worth of pay. Yaya Bello just said, I'm going to pay 4 months salary or something. And he's owed them for months. And how are those people, those workers supposed to survive between them? And they got family, and they have to come to work, and they have to survive. How? How is that supposed to happen? These are the reasons why I say to Nigeria, the Constitution is our most important document. It is more important than the Quran or the Bible combined. It is more important. And I will continue saying that every Thursday, between 2 and 4, I have a constitutional hour. I've read up to section 78 of the Constitution. And I'll continue to read the other ones as I go along. And now and then, when there are issues which I wanted to raise, like I did this afternoon about section 34, which talks about preventing the inhuman treatment of Nigerians, ensuring that we're not treated like slaves. You know, so a Nigerian on this planet, by rights, the government owes a duty of care to ensure that every Nigerian on anywhere on this planet is treated with care and respect and not treated like a slave. But so far, Nigerian government goes quiet, doesn't say anything. And it is mandated under section 34 of our constitution that's our right. We should not be denied those rights. We should not be treated like slaves. It's under section 34. And yet our government will completely ignore that and not set Nigerians that are in Saudi Arabia or Libya and other places where we are being enslaved. Our government should take a plane down to there and ship them out of there immediately. No question, and then start giving punitive charges to those countries that are enslaving Nigerians to make sure that doesn't happen. But no, they're just busy telling us nonsense, you know. So this is why I talk about section 34. I talk about the Constitution, and I urge Nigerians. And I've got a group. Please, if you want to join that group, it's called the Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. I'll say that again, CAG for short. Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. I'll say it one more time. Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group, CAG. And in that group, what we are doing is simply sharing this constitution. And I bring issues where anytime there's any event, and I can tell you Nigeria, all Nigerians right now, there is no
issue that you will face that is not covered in our constitution. There's no issue. I can relate to you even when the police are this army that are died now, they should be protected. They should be given the right equipment. There are sections in there where there's responsibilities that this government, that successive governments have failed to fulfill. But unless we are all reading this constitution and using it to hold them to account, never mind forgetting the Bible, because the Bible, you can read the Bible all you want, but it is not mandated that there's no responsibility. There's no responsibility for what happens to you in the Bible or the Quran. The Constitution, in this Constitution, your right to life under Section 33 is guaranteed. Section 34 says that you should not be treated like a slave. You should be treated in a respectful manner as a human being. These are the kind of things that we should be aware of. Good evening, Babatunde Alegbede, my brother. Welcome on board. We should be aware of all those things. And you will never, always, when I talk about everything else, I always want Nigerians, ultimately, to change our mindset. Our mindset has been bastardized by this thing called religion. I'm not saying don't read the Bible or the Quran. But what I'm saying to you is that when you start reading the Bible and the Quran, so much so that you forget your right as a human being, you forget your rights as laid down within our Constitution, or you don't even know it, then that becomes a dangerous situation that you're in. Because you're now leaving yourself open to be exploited by those in power, such as they are doing right now. So I urge Nigerians, again, I've posted the Constitution on there, the link on there, download it, share it. Download and share it among friends and family. We need to change our societal mindset. The society, and I will need, like I said, at some point I'm going to start talking about raising funds for furthering this enlightenment, this knowledge across Nigeria. I'm going to need a lot of financial support to encourage Nigerians, because what I want to do is that I want to be able to assign to each local government, to each area, people that will simply be involved in ensuring that Nigerians in their locality know of their rights. So if you are living in if you're living in Oshogbo, or you're living wherever you're living, or you're living in Palm Grove or Shomolu or whatever, there are people in that area that will be able to tell you about your rights, even in your own language, so that you can start being aware and you can start speaking up for yourself. Because right now, everybody knows about the Bible. Everybody knows about the Quran. But if you talk to Nigerians, I will guarantee you 98% of Nigerians don't know about this Constitution. They don't. So I'm going to need some help with that. And I'm trying to work out the way. I'm trying to put committed people together whose sole purpose will be, they will share live broadcasts like this. They will connect with people who are on the ground in Nigeria and share that message on ground. Even if it means we're going to go to the churches to tell them about their constitutional rights, we will do so. Even if it means we're going to go to the mosques to tell them about their constitutional rights, we will do so. Even if it means we're going to the place of work to tell them about their constitutional rights, we'll do so. Even if it means we have to go to their homes to tell them, in their communities, in their community halls, to tell them that, so that we can start changing our mindset. See, this Bible thing that we got, the Bible is only meant for spiritual. But the Bible has now become the only thing that we do in Nigeria. So we've forgotten to now ask for our rights as laid down in our Constitution. Section 15(3)(a). The government shall provide facilities to ensure the free movement of goods and services through federation. That's what I read. So where's the government doing it? Why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they doing it? That's the question. I want you all, go to section 15(3)(a) and read that with me. For the purposes of promoting national integration, it shall be the duty of the state to A, provide facilities for and encourage free mobility of people, goods, and services throughout the federation. Just right there, that's infrastructure. Right there, it is talking about infrastructure. You should provide
facilities to ensure free movement of goods, services, and people. So if you're a farmer, the road should be clear for you to be able to get your goods from the farm to the market in time, so that it doesn't get rotted on the road right there, or even in the bag, you can't get it from the farm onto the road. You see what I'm saying? They should provide facilities to ensure that if you manage to get to the farm, you are trying to come back at night, nobody waylays you and takes the money that you've earned from selling your stuff in the market. That's the job of the government. But what do the government tell you to do? They tell you to pray. And what do? You pray. And who benefits when you pray? It's not you. It's not you who benefits, it's the government. Because whilst you're praying, they are looting. They are looting your money and they are telling you to pray. Exactly. AAC they mean business. They mean business. And that's how a party should be in a country. And AAC represents the real, the party that's coming to take back our country. So I'm saying to you all, I'm encouraging Nigerians, make it your job. Make it your job. You're in your society, whoever you are, right now. This constitution is something that we must take on. And we must take it like it is a Bible and Quran rolled into one. Because our people don't know our rights. The Bible will not guarantee your rights. The Quran will not guarantee your rights. This constitution, imperfect as it is, guarantees your rights. It guarantees it. And nobody in government, like I said, section 13 now, like Angela pointed out earlier on, it states here, it shall be the duty and responsibility of all organs of government, of all authorities and persons, exercising legislative, executive, or judicial powers to conform to, observe, and apply the provisions of this chapter of this constitution. So straight away right there, when I read to you 15.3a, the duty of the government is to provide facilities to ensure the free movement of goods, services, and people. That's their job. It's not their job to tell you to pray. It's not the job of the government to tell you to pray. That's none of their business whether you pray or not. I say it again. It's none of their business. They should stick their nose where they should. Their job is to provide you with roads, to provide you with schools, to provide you with hospitals, to provide you with water, to provide you with sanitation, to provide you with pipes so they can have sanitation, to provide you with bridges, to provide you with airports, to provide you with seaports. That's their job. But they don't do any of that. But oh no, they will tell you, oh, let's pray. 3 days prayer session. For what? Who benefits? Not you. Not you, Nigerians. So I'm asking you, Nigerians, the guys that are watching this, I put the constitution on there, download it. Make it your business. At home and abroad, read it. Tell your friends, even your kids, 4-year-old kids, even if they are not in the country, get them to start reading it. Because they would, you never know. They might go to Nigeria. Many Nigerians, I've run across many Nigerians that up until now, this is the first time, because I started talking about it on this group, that's the first time they were aware of anything called constitution. The first time ever. So I'm urging you. Thank you for joining me. I'm grateful that you are on board with me. Let's make sure that this knowledge, we need to change our mindset in our society, in our Nigerian society. North, West, East, and South. Our people don't know their rights. And it is time that we that know, we share that knowledge. And that's why I say at some point later on, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this, I will need some help, some donations. I appreciate people to donate to ensure that this, in each of the 774 local governments, we will have a group of people that their job will be solely to go and ensure that each local government area, people in those areas, they are all aware of their constitutional rights. They are all aware. Awareness, the lack of awareness has ruined lives, has killed people. Section 33 guarantees right to life. Yet in Nigeria, people will burn people to death just because someone said only. Whereas Section 33 says that nobody should be killed. Everybody has a right to life. What you can do is you can arrest that person, take them hand them to the police. The police now make a judgment. The court will now make a judgment on them. If they've been found guilty, then they are jailed. But in Nigeria, because we don't know this constitution, we kill people needlessly. The people, the army guys going into to neighborhoods and killing people. People have a right to deny, to protect themselves and the property. But if you don't read the Constitution, you won't know these things. And we are totally unaware of this. Now, I am not saying this Constitution is perfect. I praise you with everything. I am praising him with that. It is, but it's all we got. So what I'm saying to you as a Nigerian is read it. More importantly, each of us in diaspora, we got upwards of 50 to 100, maybe more people that we know in Nigeria. Make sure they get this information. Start reading that Constitution. They need to know their rights on the ground. So that way, if they know their rights, when somebody comes and says, oh God, take 50,000, here, come and take 5,000, come and vote for me. Am I crazy? Section 15.3a says, you should provide facilities to ensure the free movement of goods, services, and people. Where's my road? How come? So why are you giving me 5,000 when you haven't fixed my road? Why are you giving me 50,000 when you haven't fixed my road? I want you to fix my road. I don't want your money. I don't want the money. That's my money, by the way. Fix my road. That's what the Constitution tells you. Under Section 13, you are supposed to, as a government official, abide by the rules as stipulated under Section 2 of this Constitution, and you're failing to do so. And that's on into all of those 774 local governments. It's not a job I can do on my own. I'm one man. I've got a few people who are helping me here and there. No, I'm not confusing Nigeria with, but look, I'm not. But if you don't know a knowledge, Mary, if you don't have a knowledge, because the fact that, did you know, Mary, did you know of the Constitution before I mentioned it now? Did you know, were you aware of the Nigerian Constitution? Why are you aware of it? Oh, I see. Yeah, well, yeah, of course, I know. Well, I know that. Yeah, he violated it. But you see, all of us, I know, Mary, you are right. What I'd like to bring you on board, actually. Let me see if I can bring you on board. Let me see if I can bring you on board. I don't know if it will work. The network is a problem, because I'd like to actually talk to you about this kind of things. Because these are the kind of discussions that we should be having among ourselves. Never mind, it's not only about me. These are the kind of discussions that we need to be having. We need to make care of our rights. You see, the problem is the less people know of these things, the more the government will do whatever they want. It is as simple as that. But the more, if millions of Nigerians know this right, there's no way, there is no way ever this government would, anybody in government would try. You know? So, okay, don't worry, Mary. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to join. I understand. It's not a must. But I mean, I'm gonna say I'm still on here. I wasn't planning to be on this much, but anyway, we'll go as much as we can. What I'm saying in all of this, in essence, Mary, is that look, information. Exactly, Segun Dayo, exactly. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. That's fine. Don't worry, Mary. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Listen, all I am saying in all of this, I don't pretend. Oh, no problem. You're very welcome. There'll be next time, Mary. There's all the answers. No. But what I do know is that millions of Nigerians, even the little information that I have here, Nigerians can't. I'm trying to bring you on board as well. See if I can bring you on, Segun. It's not letting me do it. This thing is madness. I can't bring anybody on board. I'll try again. Let me see if I can. Segun. I'll see if I can. You see, it says you're already on camera. Something is going wrong. So I don't pretend. I don't know what's happening. And I'll try again. Let's have a look at this. I'm trying to see. It's not letting me do it. But anyway, look, all I am saying to Nigerians, my fellow Nigerians, is this. Millions of us don't know our rights. And if you don't know your rights, you can't fight for it. And if we are going to change anything, the Bible or the Quran is not the place to start. It starts with us knowing the current constitution, our constitution. Seeing pictures in the 50s where they've been teaching Nigerian kids, 4-year-olds, KU on the floor. They've been in their shorts on the floor in the 50s. They've been teaching them from the age of 4 about Quran. And the same thing for the Bible. So why can't we teach our kids from the age of 4 about our constitution to start making the change now? Why can't we? That's all I'm asking you. That's all I'm asking for us to do. Because the younger we are, don't forget, there are girls that are being raped, that are being sexually forced to give sexual favors for good grades by professors. But if a girl knows that she's got her rights, the professor will not be able to try that nonsense. She's got human rights. That's a degrading treatment. To ask a girl that has passed, that's got good grades, oh, for you to get the grade, you have to sleep with me first. That's degrading. That's degrading. And that's because we're not reading our constitution and going against that. You know? So you know, well, that is the man-to-man agreement, but it's wrong, you know. I know, Solomon and Akacha. I'm so. These are the kind of things that we are hoping that we'll address when we elect in an incoming president Omoyele Sowore of the AAC. So please do vote AAC. AAC, take it back. Take it back. Action. AAC, take it back. Take it back. Action. 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 So I'm employing Nigerians back home. The message is for them. AAC is the party. Spice and Heat is the manifesto. Omoyele Sowore is the man. Vote AAC. Vote AAC. But what I'm saying to you all in all of this, please, yes, Mary, absolutely, yes. What I'm saying with on top of all of that, AAC is the party. That's the one we should vote for. But each and every one of us, we must sign our rights as laid down currently in our constitution. We have to, and we must encourage our unborn children to sign up to the same right. So I talk about that in same breath with voting for AAC, because when we know our rights, then the choices we make are straightforward. If you don't know your rights, you will go blindly, like we're all doing now, following a religion because you say that's a better life. When what you need first and foremost is to be aware of your rights. You need to be aware of your rights as laid down in our constitution. You know, and the platform, AAC will provide a platform to ensure that every Nigerian is being given the right, and is being provided what is demanded as laid down in our constitution. Yes, religion in Nigeria is a joke. There's a business. Religion is simply a business, and they don't care who they kill. Nigerians are dying in our thousands. You know, and these religious looters just loot away. And the government, the religion and the government, they work hand in hand. When the government tells them to pray, they will come and bring a pastor. Oh, World Charismatic Pastor, we are praying. You've forgotten to ask about your roads. You've forgotten to ask them about your schools. You've forgotten to ask them about the hospital. But they're asking you to pray. Has any prayer stopped you from having cancer? When you have a cancer? Yes. Thank you very much, Mary. Very good place. Self-discovery. I'm not going to tell you about your religion. That's a good way to go. You do the research. Fantastic. You know, all I will say to you is what I'm making my mission in life is for 200 million Nigerians to become aware of their constitutional rights. Yes, I know it's not perfect, but it is there nonetheless. And they must know. They are treating populists as cattle and people follow as sheep. Indeed. So, Mary Ezekiel, honestly, I'm so glad to have you on board this evening. It's wonderful. This is the kind of discussion we should be having among ourselves. We should be talking frankly and openly. If we want to build a better nation, we won't do it hiding behind the books of a Quran or a Bible. No, you're just reading back what you've been told. To build a better nation, we need to engage each other one-on-one, to convince each other to go for the right to vote for AAC, the party that is coming to take back our country from these looters. And all of us collectively sign up to see in a better country. The Constitution for me is a necessary document that we all need. We need that document to start challenging those in power. Because, like I said, Section 13, all those with executive powers, they should conform to that particular section of the Constitution. And I can guarantee you, if you go, none of them are doing it. None of them. And unless we collectively read that, we will not be able to challenge them. And they are afraid. The minute they know that millions of Nigerians, 200 million Nigerians know this, oh, the roads, you won't even ask them, they will fix the roads. The light, you won't even, they will fix it because they know that if they don't, people will come and quote the Constitution to them and they will hold them to account and they will end up in jail. So what they're trying to do is to separate us from ever knowing our rights. That's what they're doing. And that's why they tell us to read the Bible and the Quran. And they tell the imam and the pastor to keep telling people, be a good Nigerian. To be a good Nigerian, you don't have to read the Bible. To be a good Nigerian, you don't have to read the Quran. No, nothing to do with that. That's being religious. To be a good Nigerian, you need to know your constitution. Yeah, exactly. Yes, they have to stop secret society. But that's where they go. This is the kind of things. This is where you see, if you know your rights as from 4 years old, you won't join any secret society, because people are joining secret society because they think there's something in it for them. But if you know your rights as a Nigerian, you won't need to join any secret society. You won't need to. You won't need to. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Oh, okay, brilliant. So, listen, I'm really touched, and I'm grateful for this interaction with you all, and I hope we are all learning something. Even I am learning, and the idea is not to be the one and only source of knowledge. No, the idea is to exchange ideas, to learn something new, to point somebody in the right direction, to build a country together. We can only do this together. You know, like I said, I'm doing this because I believe in the ideals and the manifesto of the African Action Congress as laid down by our president to be on February 16, 2019. I believe in it. Family, I believe in his ideals. I believe the passion that's driving him. A man that was offered 800,000 naira at the time was the same value as a dollar, and he refused it by Ebola. That tells you a man of integrity, a man that's thinking about his country rather than the money. If he had taken that money, if he had taken that 800,000 naira, do you think he will be running for president now? With this conviction, do you think so? I don't think so. He wouldn't even be running. He might not even be anywhere near the race. He would have been sold out because his conviction would have been compromised from that point on. So we can talk about that confidently, and all of his steps that he's taken since then has been standing up for Nigerians. He's for Nigerians. And we are almost at the point where he can take that chance now. You know? Yeah, exactly, Mary, exactly. Same. I love him as well. You know, I love him as a brother. And to be honest, it's a pleasure for me to be able to talk to him, to be able to, you know, exchange ideas or talk to him about things, you know. I remember when we were playing a game, you know, playing the game of table football, you know, football table, you know, whatever it's called, you know, the one with recently. I remember playing that game with him there, and how we were talking about, you know, he was talking about, you know, cabal side, how we're gonna, you know, use cabal side to get rid of the cabals, you know, those kind of things. That's a man that's committed. He's playing a game, but is focused squarely on fixing our nation. That's a man that's totally 1000% committed to fixing our nation. So that, for me, I'm already signed up to that, you know. So I just wanted to say that people should start building their own opinion and determination. Constitution is a good start, indeed, exactly, and the greatest weapon. Sali Wisa, thank you very much. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. So like I said, I'm not a fountain of knowledge, know it all. I know a few things. And one of those things that I think it's worth knowing and we can share, I'm happy that I can share with my fellow Nigerians, because we must never forget we are all Nigerians, and what has been done to us, we've been separated from our humanity because of the lack of knowledge of our constitutional rights. We've been separated from our humanity. Look at the girl the video I showed of the girl earlier on that was taken to Saudi Arabia by people who are claiming to be men of God. And she's enslaved. She's working. She's serving 13 people. One girl, serving 13 people. Not able to get a rest, a sleep, anything. They've been abused sexually, physically, sometimes even killed. And this is a girl that doesn't even know her own rights as a citizen of Nigeria. And the government of Nigeria is not protecting him. Or even Bright, that was enslaved in Libya, that's been on the show tonight. So this is why I talk about what I'm saying. We need a societal change. The best way to do that is to ensure that we spread the knowledge of the Constitution far and wide. We need that knowledge going across 774 local governments. Having people in there talking to Nigerians, making sure that they know their rights so that they can ask questions, particular questions of the local councils, down to the local councils, where the local councils are failing. You know, and if you're in the state, you ask of the state. If you're in the federal government, you ask. That knowledge must spread. I need people to join me. So if you can join the Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group, it's on the Citizen AY page. Please join me. Share, let's bounce ideas. I want to see this happening. We're going to need data at some point to be able to on those places. We're going to need to be able to find ways to make sure that those, when they're having the constitutional hour, where they can read, they have light. So those kind of things will interlink with our government. But look, this is something that we want to change the mindset of several generations of people. People who are just born, not even 4. People who are our age. People who are older, like myself. And people who are in the middle. So there's a whole entire generation that we need to affect to make sure that forever, no other government will ever treat Nigerians like animals. No other government will ever. What is happening in Nigeria now with the government that we have can never happen in Europe. There will be a riot on the streets. Look at in France. They're asking for petrol prices to be dropped. And there are riots on the streets already. That's people knowing their rights. If you don't know your rights, you can't fight for it. You can't fight for it. So I beg to put that mantra there. You must know your rights. If you don't know your rights, you can't fight for it. I am 100%, in fact, 1000% saying to you, please vote AAC. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. But what I'm saying to you more than, on top of that, alongside that, what I'm saying to you as a Nigerian, that constitution. Exactly. So, look, what I'm saying to you all, there is no difference between me saying to you, vote AAC, take it back, action. And it's the same idea I'm saying for you to know your constitution. Because that constitution empowers you with knowledge of what your rights are. AAC is the party, the vehicle to actualize the infrastructure that we're all the party that can do it. And the two of them you need. You need the two of them. The two of them you need. You can't do without, one can't do without the other. Because AAT is actually trying to ensure that Nigerians are empowered. And to be empowered, it means you know your constitution. Imperfect as that constitution is. So, with that said, you know, I can't emphasize more. It's a shame I couldn't get Smart on earlier on, but I believe he's got a fundraising going on the 4th of December. Like I said, our president to be come February 16, 2019 will be in the US as well on a fundraising, and it will be in the UK, I think, on the 20th of December in Manchester. I need to get the details, and I will post that once we get that. Part of the Take It Back UK group. We're organizing the thing, and that's going on at the minute. But I will keep you posted on that as well. But I also want to know, as Nigerians, is never ever to give up on our country. We need to stand together. We must stand together, and that means that we collectively get behind AAC. AAC, take it back, action. AAC, take it back, action. Yes, vote AAC, the social vehicle to economic development and well-being of Nigerians. Well said. I like that statement. I'm going to pin that up. I like that statement. Very good. So, look, listen, I thank you all very much. Let's keep doing this. Like I said, I've posted the Constitution again. And I encourage Nigerians to read it, share it among friends and family, because that knowledge needs to go into 774 local government areas. We need to reach close to 200 million Nigerians, and we will need to participate. Those of us who are in diaspora, We need to participate in that process. Something that one person can do alone. I can't do it alone myself. I can't do it all by myself. What I can do is, if I can pass this information on and you're aware of it, you pass it on. You pass it on. You keep just sharing it, and we'll get to the point where we can start having in each local government. We might be able to have an evening whereby we have a constitutional discussion, whereby we talk in the local languages about their rights. So people can come to a meeting and they can discuss and they can know how they can challenge the government and how they can ask for things, the roads, these things. So when they are empowered with that knowledge, the choices they make in terms of who they vote for will be much more, up to date. And we will need to be teaching this in our schools as well. I'm also insisting that our schools start teaching about our constitution from a young age. Yeah, from 4 in schools as well. 4 right up until university, so that everywhere at every stage that knowledge is refined and updated. It's refined and updated, because we can't. It's a living. Look, the constitution is a living document that is affecting our lives every single day as we speak. But unless we are reading it, we won't know its impact on our lives and how we can use it. So anyway, listen, I'm gonna go now. I think yeah. Thank you very much. I wasn't planning to be this long. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do share. Let's talk some more again. I'll be back on Thursday, and I'll be back before that earlier. But I need to, I will keep you updated on things. But most of all, please continue to sign that petition, and I'll see if I can find that petition out. I'm going to post it again before I go. And that petition is, sorry, I might. Oh, thank you very much, Mary. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me see. I'm going to just put the... Glad to have you here as well. Glad to have you. Thank you very much, Hade Olubenga Oluyokun. Oluyo. I'm not quite sure if Oluyokun, I think. I'm not quite sure. Thank you very much. So listen, what I've just posted the petition on there, and just for good measure, I'll post it again, just to make sure. Please sign that petition. Sign the petition. Let's continue to put pressure on Buhari to attend every single presidential aspirant and presidential debate. We want to see. He has to keep telling us what he wants to do for Nigeria that he hasn't done yet. We need to know, and then we want him to be able to come to be on the same platform with our president, to be Omoyele Sowore, and let's see how he does. And we judge him on what he says. We don't want Osibajo standing in for him. No, we need to hear from him. We need to hear from him. We need to hear from him. So listen, I thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure. Let's do this again. I will be in touch. I thank you all very much. Before we go, AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC. Take it back, action. Mary, you're making me laugh. I wasn't going to do that. Better Oh, thank you very much, Brian. Take it back, action. Yes, take it back. So I'm going to say that again. No, Mary, you're right. We should have an ambulance at the ready, because yeah. But that's what we want. If he's not able to do the job, he shouldn't be running for the post. The man we know is Sowore. Sowore is ready. Sowore is the man for the job. Spicer Heat is the manifesto, and AAC is the party. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Thank you all. See you later. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye.